Okay, we're looking at Excel skill 3.5 and 3.6. We're looking at freezing and unfreezing rows and columns, and we're looking at hiding and unhiding rows and columns. Basically what you're looking at here, I have a spreadsheet with a ton of data in it. You know, I can scroll over to the right and there's even more data over there. I can scroll down and there's a bunch of companies here. Now you can see it's not very helpful if I scroll down near the bottom here. Unless I know what these are, I can't tell just by looking at it. I mean, I do know this is quarter one, but I get over here and I'm like, is this earnings? Is this salaries? I'm not sure what we're looking at. This is where freezing and unfreezing rows and columns comes in handy. What I can do is go to the View tab, and on the View tab you can see over here in this section we have a Freeze Panes button. If I click on that, I get some option here. I can freeze panes, I can freeze top row, I can freeze first column. In this instance, my example, we're going to click freeze top row. What that does is it takes this top row and it keeps it there permanently. It's still the first row on your spreadsheet. It's not going to change if you were to print it out, but now you can see as I scroll down, my heading, my top row stays the same. So I say, oh, this is net gain here, because I'm still looking at the top row even though I'm down in this area of my worksheet. Again, the same principle applies. As I scroll to the right, I could say, okay, here's my salaries. Oh, but which company is this? I don't know which company it is unless I scroll over, which can get kind of annoying. To fix that, we do freeze panes, freeze first column. And now you can see as I scroll over, the company stays there. And one thing about this is I froze the first column. I froze the top row before. When I change it to freeze the first column, it takes away the freeze on the top row. So that doesn't seem too helpful. That's where the freeze panes come, just the general freeze pane comes into play. Unfreeze panes is pretty straightforward. It takes off any freeze that you have. Now if I were to put my if I were to select a cell, a particular cell, then go to freeze panes, and just instead of top row or first column, I just select freeze panes, it's going to freeze everything above and to the left of that. So now as I scroll down, you can see I have both the top row and the leftmost column, the first column, frozen. So that's how freeze panes works. You can also do that anywhere in your document. Now I have all of this stuff frozen. You can see it's freezes more than just the first and more than just the top one. It's freezing and unfreezing, hiding and unhiding. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to show you how I do it. Let's say I'm looking at my spreadsheet here. Maybe I don't care about these quarter earnings or the total. I just want to see these extra columns over here. I select the rows that I want. I right click on them, come down here, and there's the hide option. Select that. They're not gone. You didn't delete them. They're just hidden now. You can see my rows go, my columns go from A to G now. And that's hide. It just makes it easier to see things on your spreadsheet. To unhide, I just select the area that has the hidden columns in it, right click on it, and hit unhide. So that's hiding, unhiding rows and columns, freezing and unfreezing rows and columns. Your code word is going to be day, D-A-Y.